channel. I'm going to bring you guys up on my television screen here so I can hopefully see you all as we come in. Today is Friday, which is pretty exciting. And I need to go back because you're not coming up on my screen yet. So hang on just a second. We're going to make fridge magnets here today. So let's get out of here. I'm going to turn my mute on. And hopefully bring you guys up on my television screen here. Sometimes it takes a second for like the live to connect onto the TV. So we'll go back and bring up YouTube again because, you know, why not? Oh, and here we have the news on the television, which is never a good sign. We are going to make fridge magnets here. Just give me a second to get set up. I want to make sure my camera's set up. I'm going to turn it a different way today and then just use the television here to read the comments as they come in. So we'll have to be patient as that goes on. But I do thank you guys for being here. And here we are. We're going to be live. Who's here this morning? I'm sure a couple of you are just watching ads as they come in. And I need to make sure we can actually see the television too as it comes on here. I'm getting the same ads as you are. But they don't count when I watch my own ads. So we have a coffee going. We have this. Okay, we're connected. And now I can see. So while I'm looking over this way, it's because I'm reading the comments up on my television screen. And I have the camera flipped around this way so I won't be able to see them on my actual phone. But we're going to get started because I have a boatload of these to make. So let me grab an example bin here. I wasn't sure what I was going to work on today, but unfortunately, at some point I have to stop messing around and I need to focus on getting my products actually finished. So this is the bin I'm going to put them in. This is the set of magnets. I'm going to do different colors here for you guys because that doesn't really matter. I can do all the colors, but I'm making a set of 6 fridge magnets. We've got them double-sided taped to this backing board, and they're in a plastic sleeve. And then this container here I got at the dollar store. So when you go around my Christmas market booth, which I will show you guys here just super quick so you can actually see, these are all my finished product stands. So each one of these stands, if you can see up in the corner here, has one of those on the right hand side at the top there, has the fridge magnets in them. So each stand has to have all of the bins full before I go to the craft market. And you can see up here we've got some black and taupe going on. And then over here we've got brown and white. So these stands are absolutely stuffed full right now, but they need to be even more full, if you can believe that. So that's what we're going to do. Here's a little zip around tour of my studio. As you can see, I've got too many projects, too many lined up, waiting to be worked on. So now we're going to work on some stuff here. So I got this thing off of Amazon. And the reason I did is because I had way too much leftover fabric everywhere. And, you know, scrap fabric, basically. Like, what do you do with this? You can't really make a finished product. I spend a lot of money on fabric. I didn't want to throw it out. So instead, I decided I'm going to make fridge magnets with it. So I bought the machine, not knowing, of course, if it would work. Turns out it does. And the machine came in a package from Amazon that has the metal tin part. It has the back white part. It has the magnets itself. And then it also comes with the plastic film that I'm using to make the magnets. So it came as a whole kit. And then you can buy extra of the of this stuff. You don't have to buy the machine again. So once you buy the machine, you're pretty much good to go. So essentially you grab your metal piece first and you put it down inside this part of the machine, and you'll see the two little container edges here are different. So this one's got a thick metal ring around it, and this one, the tin just sits down inside. So we're going to make these black and white ones first. I've cut my squares to 2 1/8 inch. So that's the fabric that we're going to use for this. I don't know how I feel about not seeing any comments. The thing is, if I turn my camera around the other way, then everything's backwards for you guys, as far as like the writing on stuff. So I thought, well, we'll try it. This is the first time with me having it this way. So essentially I put the fabric down, I put the plastic on top of it, I whip the machine around to this far side, and you'll see here that when you bring the machine around this way, everything lines up straight. When you swing the machine around this way, the second one from the top moves to off center, and that's what you need it to do. Okay, so we've got the 3 parts in there. We've got the tin, we've got the fabric, we've got the plastic on top, and we're going to squeeze down. Basically, you're sealing that plastic around the fabric and onto the metal. Now, this is the back piece of the magnet. This concave part is going to be where you put the magnet inside. So this side of it needs to be on the inside, and this side needs to be on the outside. So you just drop that down into the machine, spin it around the other way, and now pull the handle down again. The handle will go down much further, and I like to squeeze the machine here for about 10 seconds. Let me know, you guys, if you have any questions, because I can see them up on the screen. I can see the comments and the questions. The link for the machine is in the video description. So if you need the whole setup and you want to do this for yourself, every single thing I use, not just the machine, but the backing paper and the plastic sleeves and everything, so you guys can get going on it yourself. Because what I do here on this channel is essentially teach what I do. And the reason for that is I can't make this all myself. I don't want to. And I feel like if a whole bunch of us stepped up and showed some other people how to make some money, the world would be a better place. Because more people would have more disposable income. This is a quick project you can do. You could sell these on Facebook Marketplace. You could sell them in local craft stores. If you were, a vendor in a local craft store. Christmas markets. One of the ladies that was on here a couple of weeks ago while I was making these was telling me these would be a great idea for school lockers, for kids with their school lockers. So you could buy fabric or scrapbooking paper, and I put scrapbooking paper in the Amazon link there for you guys, and make magnets for everybody and sell them. And you could do this if your kids were at home, and you could do this in the evenings while you're watching Netflix. Just make up a few bundles of magnets. Good project. And you're using, in my case, my scrap fabric, which I was going to throw out. And now, regrettably, over the years, I have thrown out a lot of scrap fabric because I'm like, what the heck do you do with 2-inch little pieces of fabric? And now I have solved the dilemma for that. So this is the color we're making right now. It's just pressing. Yeah, it is just pressing. I find if I lift the handle up too quickly, the plastic film that gets on top of it doesn't get like squeezed and crimped around enough, and sometimes it'll pop out. So I do have a bin of waste here. I can show you what happens. This is what'll happen if you don't hold it long enough. And sometimes it just happens anyway. You're going to get a little bit of waste with this project. I was making them till like 1 o'clock in the morning last night because I want to fill up all my bins, and I want to have this table cleared off, or this counter cleared off. for some more projects. And the thing is I took this project out and it's been working really well. And now I want to kind of get it done because my Christmas markets for me start November 6th. And they're like, for me, it's huge. I go in with about, I want to go in this year with $65,000 worth of product, finished product. So that's a lot of product. So, you know, when you batch items, it goes a little bit better. So I kind of want to get a couple of these colors done. Then I'll probably clear this off for, you know, a week or so. I'm going to work on some Christmas cards, and I don't know if you guys can see them here, but I have a whole bunch of mandalas here as well. I can show you while we're squeezing, that I need to put together. So the mandalas are all my own original files. You can purchase them on my website, and I have tutorials for everything I do. I have a tutorial on my channel for it. Because why not? That's a great question, though. I kind of almost think it would be better if it did heat it, but it doesn't. It just squeezes it in real tight there. So there's the back of the magnet. And these parts here too, you can buy parts, like I just bought it so they're magnets, but you can buy them on Amazon where they have a pin in them. So if you needed to make name badges or something, you could do that as well. Duolingo. Duolingo. It's an app on your phone. You can learn different languages. I use it for French and Spanish. So there's the answer to your question. All right. Yeah, so we're going to do 6 of this black and white color just to show you guys. And then we're going to switch to a red and white color because I need them all. And they're right here anyway. And then I'll switch to gray and white. And we'll get some of these packaged up today. Get them off. Perfect. What's everybody up to today? We're on number 4 of the black and white. As long as none of the plastic pops out, we should be good to go. This is why I like to hold it, the handle down for, you know, a good 10 seconds. Because if you don't, it buggers up. And sometimes they just bugger up. And I was struggling with this color last night too. I had like 5 that screwed up, and now I've got another one. And unfortunately, I haven't figured out a way to fix them, so to speak, because everything's like squeezed and crimped in. I do save them though, because I will take them apart and put the tin into metal recycling and the plastic into plastic recycling. So there's no other way to get it done. Getting excited for going to fall craft shows. That's awesome. What are you going to sell at the craft shows? Or are you just going? Because some people get excited just for going. They, you know, they get their flannel shirts and their wicker baskets, and they come on down to the craft shows. So it could be either. But yeah, if you're selling stuff, I'm curious. What are you going to sell? What are you going to make? So if you're new here, I'm Jolene. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I own Home Stitchery Decor. You can check out my website. Everything I do, I sell on my website as well. The magnets are not on there yet because they are a brand new product. So they probably won't even be on until after Christmas because I'm just going to put a standard price on them for the Christmas markets, and not list them on my website until after Christmas because I need the volume for the markets for one thing. And I'm not sure how much is going to sell at the Christmas markets. So the colors may change after the fact. And right now I'm using up as many of my scraps as possible. So it's kind of random. And if I do list products on my website, they are repeatable. So if I do the listing, obviously I don't want to sell out of it on the first day. Not selling yet. Gotcha. Perfect. So now this should be number 5, as long as it works. We're squeezing it super tight. Super tight. And this machine is only, with the kit, I think it was $125. You do need to tighten this part up once in a while over on this edge, as I found out. So there's just a little screw here. I got a big screwdriver, gave it a twist. Everything was better. And releasing the handle before you start spinning the machine works. So make sure you release the handle all the way before you try to start spinning it, because that can pop the plastic out as well. I enjoy seeing everyone's creations. That's amazing. Hi, Donna. Good morning, Donna. Good morning, Jennifer. Did you take a drive yesterday, Jennifer, or did you message them? I figured you'd be back here today. I expect Steph to be here as well. And if you guys are wondering what we're talking about, we do have channel members here. We have a membership open up for the channel. In a few minutes, I'll show you the members only pack that we have. We're going to do a huge prize pack for members of this channel. It's valued at 500 Canadian dollars. And when we reach 150 paid members of the channel, those first 150 members will be entered into this draw for this huge gift pack. So I'm pretty excited about that because it's been going pretty well. And I kind of want to be the Mr. Beast of like crafting channels and do a whole bunch of ridiculously fun things and give stuff away. So the channel membership is $2 a month, starts at $2 a month. The highest level is $5 a month. You get members only content. You get priority message replies. You get access to my videos beforehand. You get members only discounts on my files. Oh, there's Steph. It's just the roller. No tray or cutting mat. Okay, so that's okay. You have no tray or cutting mat, which is fine. You can order those on the AccuQuilt site. And let me know, Jennifer, if you want the exact links and part numbers for what you need. Tell me what you want to cut. That would be helpful. Cute magnets, yes. Oh, there's Steph. Good morning, Steph. Good morning, Jen. Good morning. Good morning. We're making magnets. I was making these late last night. I need to get my magnets done so I can clear off this table. So you guys, if you're just watching here and wondering what the heck are these girls talking about, yesterday I did a live where I was sewing soup bowl cozies and we were talking about the AccuQuilt cutting system. And Jennifer was able to find one used on Facebook Marketplace, but it's just the cutting system. So she needs the tray, she needs the adapter, she needs the die for whatever she wants to cut. And I'm an affiliate for it, so I'm going to give her the links if she wants them and hopefully get her started. Yeah, not sure you're there yet. You know, even if you just bought that machine and you held on to it, you could always resell it again. And you could probably resell it to one of the people on this group later on if you, you know, that was a pretty good deal. If you didn't want to pass up that deal, just buy that part of it, hold on to it, and then decide what you want to do later. Just a thought, right? Okay, so here's the 6 one of the black and white magnets. Why not? Make sense? Yeah, like you can always resell it, right? And you could probably make some money reselling that. So just a thought. Jennifer was looking at something, the rolling system for the AccuQuilt Studio thing yesterday, and it's close enough to her to take a drive. And so she sent me the email link to the Facebook Marketplace listing, and I had a look at it just to make sure she was buying the exact same thing that we were talking about, because it can kind of get confusing, right? And I would feel terrible if I told somebody to go buy something that I was using for my craft business, and then it turned out to be the wrong thing. And I already own one, so it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm not going to go shop the listing out from under you or anything, because I already own one. And that would be rude. Like, sure, I'm going to help you, but then I'm going to buy it out from under you. Rude. Okay, so we've got the paper that I'm putting this on is a really thick paper. It's in the Amazon link as well, which is in the video description. And I cut it to 4x6 size. And I cut it with a, well, I can just show you here. I cut it with a paper fabric cutter, or paper rotary cutter. Like, I've had this thing since I scrapbooked, gosh, back in the 90s. And true story, I don't think I've ever changed the blade on that thing either. It just keeps going. Just keeps going. Okay, so we've got 6 black and white magnets. And we're going to toss these into a bag. And the exact bag I ordered is also in that Amazon link. So if that's something that you're interested in, I shared it all. And for fun, what do you guys think I'm going to do? It's Friday, which means we should be having more fun today. Okay, so the members only pack, which I showed you guys, or told you guys I was just going to mention. I'm going to see how many people are on here right now. Oh, 47. Okay, 47 people. Okay, so in the prize pack, you're also going to get this. Yes! Because we can. Because it's Friday. Because I am the boss of this place. And I have determined that we are not having enough fun here. Okay, so you're going to get the black and white ones. And the reason I did the black and white ones first is a couple weeks ago we were doing these magnets and we did a whole bunch of different colors. And everybody voted and said they liked the black and white ones the most that day. So I decided to make those first today and include them in the gift pack. So if you are a paid member of the channel, the first 150 paid members will be entered into this draw. We'll do a random draw. We'll pick a random name. And you have to give me your address. And then I'm going to ship you all this stuff. And it's a pretty amazing prize pack. And now it's worth $510 Canadian. So you'll receive a pack of 6 black and white magnets. Then we did a live a couple weeks ago where we were sewing soup bowl cozies. You can watch the tutorials and the lives for everything on my channel. But we took a vote, and on that video, we voted that people would rather have 4 unsewn soup bowl cozies rather than 2 soup bowl cozies that were completely sewn. So we packaged them up, and you'll receive a set of 4 microwave soup bowl cozies. The tutorial's on my channel, so go ahead and watch that. Then one day we announced my new book, which is available on Amazon. So if you want to learn how to do what I'm doing, and you want to be on YouTube doing it, yeah, my book is available on Amazon. It's called From Zero to YouTuber. It's $14.95 American. It's basically a $2,000 course in a book. So that was fun. Then when we first got the magnet machine, we made magnets with this Robert Kaufman Christmas fabric. So you'll receive 6 Christmas magnets as well. So you can change those out on your fridge. Then we did a live where we sewed this Christmas tea towel. This one was pretty interactive. Everybody helped me pick the stitches and the button and everything. So you receive a Christmas tea towel for your kitchen. We also did a live where we sewed Robert Kaufman fabric reversible Christmas placemats. So you receive a set of 2 of those. Then we did, I'm just going to put that one to the side for a minute. Then we did a live where we sewed a jelly roll rug. So you'll receive the fabric tube maker, which is pretty much a must-have if you are sewing a jelly roll rug. And then we actually made the jelly roll rug, and I said, hey, why not throw this one in too? So you'll receive a 20 strip jelly roll rug, which is a completely washable cotton kitchen rug. And then the last part, the best part, the grand finale, is the Pfaff Quilters kit. So this is a gift box. It has 2 quilting rulers in it, a rotary cutter, rotary blades, and 2 packs of Pfaff needles. And then it is a double-sided gift box, and it has a rotating cutting mat underneath. So the total value of this prize pack is now at $510 Canadian. You have to be a paid member of the channel to get your name into that draw. You can join on your screen. On the top of your screen, there should be a join button. And in the video description, there is a link to join. And on the main channel page, right next to subscribe, there will be a link there as well. So it costs $2 a month. That's the starting plan. And Steph will tell you it is, go Steph. I can viewer interaction. Steph has this thing that she says every single time she's on here, which is so fun. And tells people how it works, which is great. Thank you for doing that, Steph. I appreciate it. I'm pulling for you to win it. But I'm going to use a randomizer. So you just don't know who's going to win it. And we'll do that. Obviously, we're going to do it live, right? Right now, we're sitting at 16 members of the channel. And I know we can get to 150. I know it. And with the money that we make off of that will be put back into more fun things for the channel. So it's going to be fun. Okay, right now we're going to make pink gingham, and another color of pink here that I've got sitting off to the side. So we'll get this one going. And we'll see. I do have a lunch date planned today, so we'll see how long we go here. Should have kept my computer screen open so I knew what time it was, because I can't see anything today. So everything I teach here on the channel, I sell in my farmers market, Christmas markets, all that kind of fun stuff. So I try the products out here before you guys do. Make sure that I'm letting you know exactly how to make some money doing this. And I hope it speeds it up for some people. Because you don't know. Sometimes you order stuff off the internet and you're like, oh my goodness, is this thing going to work out? It's a bloody nightmare. And you just don't know. Yeah, whoever does will be one lucky lady. It might be a guy too. We do have guys watching this channel, which is awesome. Welcome, everyone. Okay, so these are the colors we're going to do now. Pink and pink. Pink and pink. And lucky for me, I kind of cut some of this beforehand, and now I just need to cut it down the other way. 2 1/8 inch is what works for this. I tried it at 2 1/4, and it was not very cooperative. They would pop apart, which wasn't very good. I'm just turning on my computer here so I can keep track of the time. 11:38. So I am going to go for lunch with a girlfriend today, which I'm looking forward to because Friday, yay, which is why I stayed up super late working last night, because I own this place. I can do whatever the heck I want. But the thing is, if you don't put the work in, you don't get the results. So today I want to go out for lunch. And that means I worked late last night. And I'm not even sad about it. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And yesterday afternoon, I had my walk, I did 4.5 kilometers, which was great. And then this morning I got up and did an actual workout. So the one of the people that I listen to, like for inspiration stuff and for, you know, motivation, how to have your own business, all that kind of stuff, they say try to design your life so that you can do whatever you want to do on any given Tuesday. And I'm not quite there yet, but I am getting there. And that means, you know, like if you want to go for lunch with a girlfriend, you've got the flexibility to do that. All right, let's do pink. Let's do pink. Oh, I already have a metal piece in here. Make sure you don't have any thread, lint, dust bunnies, anything like that on here. And the fabric needs to be super flat. If you've got a crease in this fabric, you're for sure going to see it. So I have my little ironing board here in case I need to iron some fabric as I'm going. And slow and steady wins the race here. Typically, this will not be the only project that I'm making. I would have my Cricut going. I would have my embroidery machine going, making my Christmas ornaments. So I do try to multitask. When I'm on a live, though, it's really hard because it's super loud in here if I have all the machines going. So you either get to build your YouTube audience or you get to have all your machines running. So pick one and stick with it. Squeeze. Hello from Berlin, Germany. Well, hello. I don't know how to say hello in German. I'm very sorry. I used to know some stuff. Years ago, I had a German boyfriend and I could understand every time he was talking about me. So that was kind of funny. I lived in this house with my German boyfriend and his two roommates. They lived upstairs, we lived downstairs. And I don't know, was I 20? Something like that. I was pretty young. But anyway, I digress. Hello from Italy. Welcome from Italy. Buongiorno. That one I know. I'll have to study more. Okay, so this is the pink one that we're making right now. Super fun. Love this one. Let's do a gingham, a pink gingham, and we'll mix it up here a little bit. Mix it up. So the link for this is in the video description, you guys, the Amazon link. And I'll tell you all the parts if you want to make this yourself. It's a super affordable craft project. Like the whole machine set up with 50. So you got 50 of these. I think it was 125 Canadian. And the Canadian dollar is not that strong, so that's not so bad. Can somebody look it up in the States and tell us how much it is in the States right now? This is the 50 mil magnet maker. That would be great. Hello, Carissa, Rome, Italy. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. We have a pretty fun group here. It's Friday. What's everybody going to do on a Friday afternoon? I know I'm going to work all weekend, but I was just off for basically 2 weeks. I was home for a couple of days in those 2 weeks because I had some scheduled work that isn't this work, but I was off. So I'm happy now. We've got another break coming up in a couple of weeks to go to like a hot springs resort. But basically from now until Christmas, I will be living in this craft room, trying to get all my projects done. So here is a pink gingham. Super cute. And it came apart. Womp womp. Okay. We'll turf that one. I probably wasn't paying attention. When I first got this machine and I did the live, oh my goodness, I could not figure out how the frig to work it. It was like 99% user error and 1% bad instructions. But I got it figured out now. Okay, so we put the metal down, we put the fabric down, We put the piece of plastic down. The fabric didn't come in the kit. It's my own fabric for my own stash. But I did put in the Amazon link, links to like scrapbooking fabric, or scrapbooking paper. Some pretty scrapbooking paper. And this would work really well with scrapbooking paper as well. But I'm just using like fabric that matches my other products that I sell at the Christmas market. And I'm using up my scrap pile here, which is great because these are cut at 2 1/8 inch. And I haven't found another project that you can make out of like 2 1/8 inch scrap fabric that you could have like a sellable product at the end. So this is pretty good for me. I'm happy to have another add-on project. Oh, and Steph is telling us the machine is $100 US for the kit in the States right now, which that seems reasonable because it was like, was it 125 or 135 for me? And with exchange, that should be about right. And I might have actually got it on a day where like Amazon had a $10 promo on it. So, all right, so we're going to squeeze that for, you know, a good little bit. Lift the handle up. Don't move the mechanisms until the handle's fully released. And there is the pink gingham. So throw a magnet on that. That one worked. Amazon has a used one for $85. Okay, so here's a trick I was telling everybody about a couple weeks ago. Everything that I get on Amazon, I don't just buy the newest thing. I even did this with laundry soap. I do this with laundry soap like all the time. Go to the product that you want to purchase on Amazon and click to see if it has a returned one. Like on the right hand side, it'll say other options to buy. And if you scroll down to the bottom of that section, often they'll have things that are returned. And they're not, they say things like, oh, it'll have a scuff on it or something. And I have bought so much stuff off of Amazon that does not have a scuff on it. I think it's just they don't want to go put the returned item back through their whole entire system to make it a new project. So they put it on the return thing and you can get a whole bunch of money off. So for instance, I do this with laundry soap all the time. So I use Tide laundry pods, and for 100 pods, it's like $33.61. That's okay. They deliver it to my house. Perfect. We use our credit card for points. Perfect. We pay our credit cards every month. Perfect. All that kind of stuff. But when I go onto Amazon now, I look to see if they have a returned one, and I can get the same exact thing for $24, which is a huge amount of money. It's like $10 off, right? So why am I spending that amount of money? Now, do I empty, like when I get them, they're sealed, right? I don't open the lid and count how many pods are there. Like if somebody opened it before and they took a pod out or something, I don't care for $10. The bin looks full. It doesn't look any different than when I bought it new. So now I'm telling everybody to try to do that on Amazon, or to try to find your product on the warehouse deal side of Amazon and save yourself some money. Make sense? And we're squeezing and we're squeezing. Okay, this one's good. That's the difference between holding the handle down, I think. You know, I'm sure there's other factors like getting it lined up perfectly, that kind of stuff. So we're going to, I don't know, this one might pop out here. I just heard a little ping. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. By the time you go to stick them on your paper, you'll know if they're stuck together for sure. And like I said, I don't know of another way to do it other than to recycle them, which I have a little bin of ones that didn't work out, to recycle them after the fact. So separate the plastic from the metal because it's all squished together. So there's no real way to fix it, right? Squeeze, squeeze. Get our white portion here. If you're just joining us, this is a magnet maker that I got off of Amazon. The whole kit with 50 parts to make 50 magnets was like 125 Canadian. So the magnet needs to go into this back part. It's got a smooth concave, and this side of it needs to go into the middle. So I have to put this face down into this side of the machine, and you just flip the machine around to the other side, and you pull the handle down and squeeze like a good 10 seconds. Really squeeze that handle, which is boring. But you know what? Simple sells. So this is a simple project with simple like parts. Anybody could do this. And I put the whole list together for you. So I've done half the work for you already. And I'll even show you, we showed you how to package it, but if you guys haven't been here at the start, once I've done this one, I will show you how I put it together in the packaging, and then the little holders that I put it on my into my markets in, so they all get held together. All right, so here is another one. All right, give me 1 second here. Line everything up as good as you can. I've got the metal, then I've got the fabric, and then I've got these little plastic things which were included in the kit. So flip that around. I will have these done. I'm guessing, well, I'm not guessing. I'm planning to have these done within a week. At least the bin's full. And then if I do another video of them, it will because I'm making like my supplies to refill the bins while I'm at the markets. But I would like to get the bins full so that I can move on to another project on this counter, because this has been on my counter here for a few weeks now. It's time for it to go. Get out of here. You don't need to be here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. That one's perfect. And we're going to check these gingham ones just in case, because I think I heard them pop out. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 1. Unfortunately, this will happen. Don't sweat it. You'll get better. This is where it might even be better, like, to have your room warmer for this project to help that plastic really seal around, or like a heater going on here, maybe. Maybe? Anyone try it out? Now I'm finding them $80 to $100 new. Amazon is tracking my purchases. Of course they are. And then on your phone, the next time you pick up your phone to scroll Facebook or something, all you're going to see is magnets. You're welcome, Steph. It's like how to mess with your friends. Funny. Okay, spin it around the other way. Squeeze that handle down. Yeah, just food for thought. I wonder if it would work better if this machine was hot right now. I might try that out. Because you know what? Anything that's going to help me get like 1% faster, 1% less waste, 1% better quality, that's what I'm going to do. So we'll see about that. We'll do it like this today, and then I'll try it on my own with a heater on this and see if it works. And I don't know what it is. See, this one didn't work either. I don't know. Sometimes if it's, I haven't got the fabric centered, I'll show you what I mean. So right up here close, can you see how much of the fabric is on this side? And then compare that to this side. Like you can see the metal on this side and it's wrapped around completely on this side. So I don't know if it's me or the fabric, but I will get this. So I'm going to just super watch and make sure I'm getting everything centered. Maybe I'm not watching closely enough. Always blame yourself first, because it's probably you. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, no, you can. It's just, you need to calm down and think about what you are doing. I am responsible for 99.9% of the problems in my life. And then the other portion is people being jerks, mostly on the internet. So we could stop that. Okay, this would be number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release the handle. Yay! I got it. I got it. Okay, one more of the pink gingham. You gotta be kidding me. I don't even have any more pink gingham cut. I cut all those and then I used them all and screwed them up. And now I need to cut one more. Bear with me, guys. 2 1/8. I managed to get all of my laundry done yesterday, so I don't even have laundry to do this weekend, which is pretty exciting. Well, actually, maybe one load of my husband's work clothes when he gets home from work. One load of that, and we're all done with that. Maybe I did that already, Steph. Make your squares a tiny bit. So I tried it at 2 inches. And it wasn't quite enough to wrap around the edge, so you could still see quite a bit of the silver. I tried it at 2 1/4, and that was clearly too big. The plastic was constantly popping out, like constantly. So now I'm cutting it at 2 1/8, and I would say, like, how many did I do last night? I did like 150 last night, and that's all the waste I had from last night. So there's probably 5, 10, 15, 21 in there, which, I mean, not great. It seemed like this black fabric last night did not want to go, and now it's seeming like the pink fabric. And I mean, it could just be me, right? So you're going to have a little bit of waste, but it's not awful. And I know for sure, like, as I do it more, I'm getting less and less and less waste because I'm making fewer errors. Like, I did stuff like, well, even last night I did one where I was like watching television and then I flipped it around and the thing, like, you know, clapped onto the other side. And I was like, well, that one's not going to work out for sure, right? Because I basically banged the machine when I was halfway through the process. So definitely not something I should have been doing. I should release the handle slowly. I learned that. Okay, we got it. So like I say, 99% user error. Go slow, line your stuff up perfectly. You'll be happier. Okay, so we've got 3 of each color here of the pink. And then I've just got double-sided tape that I'm using to put them onto this backing paper. And the backing paper is in the Amazon link. Everything's in the video description for you guys. You just have to copy and paste it right now. It's not clickable because I'm live. After I go live and the video is done processing, I'll be able to go back in and edit it and make all those links clickable. So this is a great project, scrap busting, easy craft. Your kids could do it and you could make some money at a Christmas market, craft market, whatever. Sell them for your schools. You could do a fundraiser with them, all kinds of fun stuff. And I'm doing magnets on the back of them, but as mentioned before, you can order the refill kits that have the pins, and the pins go into the back of this white. And you can wear these as a pin as well. They don't have to be magnets. Or you can wear them as a pin and then take the pin out and then put a magnet on the back of it, whichever you prefer. Yeah, it is a lot of waste. Practice, practice, practice. It'll get better. I had a lot of waste, honestly, with every single craft project that I've done. I've always had a lot of waste until I got better at the project. So now when I make a jelly roll rug, I don't waste time. I don't waste thread. I don't waste fabric. But at first, it took me like 4 days to make one rug. And now I can make like 6 big rugs in a day. 6 40 strip rugs in one day. And that's not too bad. So some of my projects like this one is going to be a little bit slower. And then other projects that I do are much faster. So you just kind of got to weigh out what you want to spend your time doing. So here it is. And I'm just going to show you guys the bin again that I used to put them in. So there's 6 in this package. And it's got the plastic sleeve on it, so it fits perfectly into there. And now it also fits perfectly into this little bin, which I got at the dollar store. So if you have dollar stores where you live in North America, this should be a fairly easy container to find. And I think it was $4.50 Canadian. And now each one of my stands will have all the different colors in it. But I just want to show you that. So fits perfectly. I'm going to have a peek here. We've got 33. Okay, you guys, let's do red. And we're just going to keep an eye on the time here. 12:01, okay. Let's do red. So we'll do alternating colors again. And this one actually needs a bit of an iron. So I've got my tiny little ironing board here. And we'll get my iron kind of hot and ready. Because if you cut your fabric and it's looking like this, you're going to notice it. It's going to look like crap. Here's a great time to have a coffee break. I should have put this on my warmer. I have one of those like candle warmer trays. I have to get that out for the winter because my coffee is actually quite cold right now. That's okay. Throw some ice cubes in it and call it iced coffee. The seller said you can go pick the machine up tomorrow morning. Yay! That's exciting, Jennifer. That's amazing. And then go, figure out a project that you want to make with it when you're ready. And please let me know, and I will send you a link because then I will get, some money. So that would be awesome if you could do that for me. I would appreciate it. Yep, so Steph is saying she's improved since making her first rug. Lots of patience and knowing that learning rugs are just like that. Yeah. You're welcome, Jennifer. And it's true, right? Like I say to people, you know what? When you're making those rugs, it's like driving a car. When you first learned to drive a car, you could not go around the corner at Mach 12. You had to learn how to get around the corner. And that is the same with basically you're driving a sewing machine and trying to, you know, get yourself safely around the corner. Well, you've got 15 different things going on. You've got the fabric, you've got the thread, you've got the tension, you've got the, how fast are you sewing? Are you pushing? Are you pulling? Like all of that. You need to take that into consideration, and maybe just like, don't be so hard on yourself. So now, did I do that? No. I sat in this craft room and swore and cried and all kinds of things that are detrimental to my health. But I did learn how to do it. All right. And I am of the opinion that I can do hard things. And once I figured out that I could do hard things, now my brain is so much calmer, because even if the thing I am doing is ridiculously hard, like for instance, writing a book and publishing it, that was really freaking hard. But I just sat my butt down and I worked the steps and I wrote the material and I followed all the steps to get it published. And now I have a book on Amazon. And if you're just joining us, this is the book. It's From Zero to YouTuber. I teach you how to do this. And it's $14.95 American. And that was ridiculously hard. Okay. Get a few of these ones going. Get a few of these ones going. This is much quicker when I'm not doing a live, because I just pick one color and I cut all of the little squares for it, and I don't switch around. And then I do a whole bunch of packages, as many as I can, and then I move on to the next color. But you know what? You have to pick what you want to do. And I want to grow my YouTube community as well. So why not teach others how to do this and go live doing it so that other people can join in on the fun. I don't even know what got said. Haha. That's me staying out of drama. It's like, have you ever seen that? There's a meme like on Facebook, and there's this guy, and he's essentially sitting on a motorized cooler. So like a motorized, like a cooler that you would like keep all your snacks and, you know, beer and all that kind of stuff in if you were going to a picnic party, right? So a cooler like that, but it's got wheels, and he's like fashioned kind of a handle on it. So he's sitting on this cooler and he's riding it down the street, and the caption on it is "Toodaloo, MFers." That's me. Like, toodaloo. I am not participating in that. And I don't know how many of my friends have said that to me over the years, where they've seen it pop up and they're like, thinking of you. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly it. It's pretty funny. So if you ever see that meme, you know, post it in the community threads or whatever, join the party, because it's kind of fun. All right, here, I'll show you the second red here in a second. I just lined it up and I didn't even show you guys the color. How rude. Rude. Okay, this is going to be the second color. Haha. Erin, the only place people know in the UK is London, so I'll say it's 45 minutes from there. Perfect. In Canada, we are pretty up on our geography. just so you know. I do find, not being rude, but I do find whenever we travel, the American people that we meet typically are not as educated in geography. They know all kinds of stuff about their own country, but they don't know as much about our country or other countries as we know, which is kind of crazy. And I don't know if that's like a, starts in the grade school things, but we typically, I find whenever we're traveling, we're way more educated in that regard, which is kind of crazy. I'm not saying that about everybody. Don't get mad. I'm just saying in general, when we travel, this is what we find. So curious, but we do know more about the geography of different countries here in Canada. And we are very, very, very multinational. So like everybody from Canada is an immigrant from somewhere. My family came over, my grandpa came over, one grandpa came over from England and one grandpa came over from Scotland. So I'm not that far removed from it myself. Is what it is. Alrighty, so we've got the red coming. Got our 2 1/8 inch fabric. And we've got the plastic that we put on the top of it. And we're going to squeeze. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Get our white piece. If you're new here, this is the white backing piece that we're using. And the concave, nice, smooth part needs to be on the back so the magnet sits down in it. And the other side looks like this. Give everything a good squish. And I just turned the handle before it was fully released. So we'll see if I buggered this one up. This is where the waste comes in. Hopefully it catches. But we'll soon find out, won't we? Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Haha. Looks good. This one's pretty. I like this one. I always like a nice crisp red. And I found some red fabric. I was shopping for fabric the other day. And there's a new red collection coming out. I think it was January. That I think I'm going to put a pre-order in for and just order the whole collection. Because I haven't had a good like red and white collection for a while. This is scrap left over from, years ago. But I haven't had a good red and white one. That's all I'm going to say about that. Oh, I didn't see what you said, Steph. You got to say it again. Dang it. Dang it, Steph. That's all I'm going to say about that. I've obviously missed something. Do I want to see what you said? Now, things we are not educated on is like the whole, like the Pledge of Allegiance, all that kind of stuff that you guys do in the States. We don't do that kind of stuff up here. And we don't know, like we see what you guys do, but I don't know if it's really like taught in our school system. So just different countries, different ways of doing stuff. I personally think our education system is broken. If anybody wants to talk about that. Our teachers are planning on going on strike here in October, and rightfully so. My kids know Alberta has no rats. That is correct. Does anybody else know about this? Jennifer, do you know why? Pop quiz. Pop quiz. Why does Alberta have no rats? So I'm Canadian. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and our province has no rats. Can anybody tell us why? Might as well learn something while we're here, right? Like, oh my gosh, we should start doing that. Totally. We would be so smart if we just all taught something like here to other people. But yeah, Jennifer, do you know why? Aggressive pest control management. Partly true. So on one side of Alberta, we have mountains, which acts as a natural barrier to the rats. Because they can't get through the mountains. The topography and terrain is not conducive to their species, and it can get ridiculously cold and snowy and all that kind of stuff. So they don't cross the mountains. So that's pretty amazing. Then on the other side, we have another prairie, which is, so Alberta goes from mountains to foothills, to rolling hills to prairie. And on the other side of our province is Saskatchewan, and it is basically all prairie. And so Alberta and Saskatchewan decided that there would be I believe it's a 6-mile radius on either side of the border, where all of the farms and businesses are required to have what you've said here, aggressive pest control. So they have aggressive pest control, and anybody that lives within that radius that sees a rat is required to report it to the government agencies that look after the rats, and they go in and eradicate them, which is amazing. Now, we still get rats, like if we, we get food shipped in from other provinces and other, for the United States and on cargo containers and stuff like that. But anytime there is a rat seen in our province, it's like full stop. They go out and eradicate it, which is kind of crazy. Now, does anybody know why New York City has so many rats? Any guesses? While we're talking about stuff, because why not? We're making magnets here today and learning about rats. So the magnet maker machine is available on Amazon. I put the link in the video description for you guys. And we're using 2 1/8 fabric, quilt cotton fabric, which is like a great scrap busting project here. The magnet maker machine came with 50 parts to make 50 magnets, and then you can reorder the magnet sets without reordering the machine. Here I am Vanna Whiting the machine here. So this is going to be an add-on product to my craft sales for Christmas markets this year. And I'm making them in all the colors that I already have available in products. And so people will be able to mix and match their products. Somebody's quickly Googling why New York City has so many rats, right? That's what we're doing. All right. I'm going to just have a look at the camera here and see how many people we've got live, because I can't see. We've got 27. That's pretty good. Does anybody, who's new here? Who's new? Speak up or raise your hand. Ask if you've got any questions. I'm Jolene. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I sell all of the products that I make here on my channel in my website, which is the same as my YouTube channel, homestitcherydecor.com. I ship to Canada and the United States, and I teach everything that I do here. I have tons and tons of tutorials on this channel, all craft stuff. We do a bunch of lives, which is great. We're building this huge community of memberships for our lives, which is awesome. And yeah, tons and tons of content here for you guys to watch and learn how to make some products and sell them. So if that's up your alley, this is the channel for you. Hi, Mabel. Mabel Bushmiller. Have you been here before? I don't think so. Welcome. Where are you from? Everybody say hi to Mabel. Poor garbage management for one. Steph, you almost nailed it on the head. But I'm going to tell you because I know. Because I was listening to a podcast, which, as you guys get to know me, you're going to know I am completely, like, 5,000% addicted to learning on podcasts. It's what I do, like, all day, every day. I would much rather listen to an educational podcast than anything on television, like, all the time. Go for a walk, I'm listening to a podcast. Go work at my day job, go and listen to a podcast. Like, just insane. All the time. Mabel's from Iowa. Lots of sewing lines, prime for them to live in. Yes. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Okay, so the thing with the rats in the in New York City. You know Sesame Street? And you had like what was that guy's name that lived in the garbage can? Grover? And you saw those tin garbage cans. Well, apparently, oh, I just made 4 of those. Oops. Apparently in New York City, everybody used to put their garbage out in the tin garbage cans, like the ones you see on Sesame Street with that big lid on them. And they didn't have as many rats. But the problem was the garbage man went around every whatever day or week or whatever they did to collect the trash. And the noise echoing through the streets from those metal garbage cans and those metal garbage can lids was Oscar. Yeah, it's Oscar. Yeah, so everybody complained about the noise of the tin garbage cans. They complained to the point that New York City said, fine, we're going to get rid of these tin garbage cans like that, right? And we're not going to pick up garbage that way. Well, what do you think happened when they took the tin garbage cans away and the rats could just get into the garbage? That's what happened. Sewer lines, rats, yeah. Exactly. That's what's happened in New York City. So now there's this, like they're reinvestigating how they can basically redo their waste management. They have to redo it because they have so many freaking rats there. It's a growing concern. Oh, Susan, that's fine. Well, welcome back. You're welcome back here. Yeah. We did do a couple of lives. Now, I was off basically for like 2 weeks. I was only home for a couple of days during those 2 weeks, so you didn't miss much. And yeah, you guys can go back and replay the lives. Today we're making magnets, Susan. I don't know if you've seen this done before, but that's what we're doing. We're making magnets with the magnet maker, which is available in the link in the video description for you guys. And we're talking about rats because you just never know where the conversation is going to go. Like, what the heck are we talking about now? First off, we started talking about geography and how when I travel, it is very blatant that Canadians know more about geography from other countries than Americans do. I think it's just our education system. It's kind of crazy. Then we started talking about rats. Yeah, so anybody else have some fun facts they want to share with us today? Yeah. What a bunch of ding-dongs. Yeah, they all complained about how loud it was in New York City with the tin garbage cans, and the tin garbage cans were keeping the rats out. And so they said, get rid of the garbage cans. And now they have rats. Like, it's crazy how many rats they have. Like, it's an actual, like, health crisis how many rats New York City has. Don't do it. And I don't know, man. Like I live in Alberta, and we are pretty spoiled. As far as like pests and what lives here, because we get super cold in the wintertime, and you know, it doesn't get cold all winter, you guys. Like that stuff that you see about people living in igloos and all that, that's not happening. Way up north, like people still live in some igloos, but those people also have houses. So yeah, kind of crazy. But anyway, it does get kind of cold here in the wintertime. Sometimes it can get like minus 35 out, and then you add the wind chill, that's Celsius, and then you add the wind chill in, and feel like minus 54 outside. And that's kind of crazy. So as much as we don't like it, we do like the fact that we don't have snakes and alligators and crocodiles and spiders the size of like this machine. Like, I don't know, like if I could go and live in Australia or something with the how many freaking things there are, like, just will kill you, right? But I guess people live there too. It's just what we get used to here. We don't have rats. We're spoiled. We have to wear big parkas for a few weeks in the winter. But other than that, we're pretty spoiled. And if you stay in your house, it's not that bad. What is the red and white line that's coming out that you pre-ordered? I don't know. Because I don't know which one it is. I would have to pull up my account and have a look, because I just don't know. I saw the fabric line, and it's coming out in January, and it's a nice red and white color line. And like I said, I haven't had a red and white color line for a while. So it's sitting in my cart, but unless I signed on to my account, I don't know what it's called. Sorry. I'm bad for that. Just look at the colors. The fabric that I buy from the distributors is always like name brand fabric, so it's not cheap. Yeah, you like red and white? Me too. I like red and white. I don't want it in my house. Because I just don't find it that calming for me. My house is blues and grays. But mostly blue, to be honest. And all of our trim is like a taupe colored trim. Why do I keep making that color? You guys, I'm getting distracted. I need 2 more of this color and no more of that color. Okay, let's get the red going. Make sure everything's lined up. Okay, we're going to squeeze this and look at the comments. Okay, I like red and white. Funny, that's how I am. You have a dark red barn. Oh, fun. I love a nice red barn. It was classic. And we've got another one. Hello. Yep. Hello. Thank you for being here, everybody that's watching. Appreciate it. We're going to finish up the red one here. And I think we'll try to do one more color, maybe quickly. I don't know if I got time, though. I have to go to lunch with my girlfriend. Yes, because it's Friday. So maybe we'll finish up the red. We'll go over the members only pack one more time. How about that? And then we'll call it quits for today. We don't do spammers. We don't even recognize them. So there you go. All right. So nice red barn with some nice red magnets, hopefully. You want to make some of these. Kind of fun. And we were talking about rats. Okay, somebody get in here and bump those ones up to the top so nobody can see those comments. Yay, thank you. They'll be like on it. Leave thumbs up, hearts, all that kind of stuff. If you guys like this content, subscribe to the channel, because I do have all kinds of content like this. And I'm just going to keep plugging away at my Christmas market projects until they are done. And then I'm going to go to the Christmas markets and I'm going to make a boatload of money. And then I'm going to have to pay taxes on it. Wah. And we'll just do it all again next year. I said to my husband the other day, I've got 7,300 subscribers on my YouTube channel, which is amazing, because when you first start, it's so hard and you think you're never even going to get one. Like, seriously, it's hard. And I didn't have a system. I just had to like listen to all the people that were ahead of me and try to you know, put this thing into place and put that thing into place. And then, oh my gosh, what did they say over here? And it was too much. So I said to my husband, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be successful at this. I'm going to work at this. I am not going to quit. I am not going to quit. I might cry, but I'm not going to quit. And then the other day I said to him, I'm going to get to 100,000 subscribers. And he looked at me and he said, I know you are. Like, amazing. And then if you guys are new here, I wrote this book. It's called From Zero to YouTuber, where I have been working on this business for years. And I was like, gosh, it's so hard. And there's stuff over here and stuff over there. So I wrote a book. I put it all together in a book for you guys. And it's $14.95 American. You can buy it on Amazon anywhere in the world. It's called From Zero to YouTuber by Jolene Airy. And if you want to do something like this, or you know somebody that does, I've made it easier by writing a book about it. And most of the books that I've read before, they write a book, but they don't give you all the information. And then they send you to a course. And I'm like, well, that's not even freaking helpful, is it? Because now we're paying for a course. And I might do a course at one point. But if I did, it's not going to be like the basics, how to do this, because I wrote a book about it. So that's how I feel about it. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to put this package together, and then we're going to explain the members only gift pack here again for you guys, for all the new viewers. So hold on 2 seconds here. We're going to get it done. We're putting 6 magnets in a package. Would help if I put the magnet on one, which I didn't. And then I'm going to head out and have lunch. I may do a live later today. I'm not sure. Just depends on how my lunch goes, actually. And if I have to take an Uber home because I, got crazy with my girlfriend. But we'll see. We don't do that very often. Those are mostly brunch dates. Oh, can you guys hear? I'll put it over here. Then, of course, she stopped. Cinnamon's down on the floor over here having puppy dog dreams. Chasing rabbits in her dreams and going, which is the cutest thing ever. Oh, we love that dog. The mascot of Home Stitchery Decor. I'll show you guys the dog here too. And then we'll show you the members only pack here. Or maybe in reverse order, just in case. Okay, one more. Get the plastic bag out. But all kinds of systems here with my cupboards to try to keep things organized. It's super helpful if you're organized. This is why I tell people, try to take on one craft project at a time, get it super organized, make a system for it, and delegate it if you can. I don't have any staff right now because I fired them all, but they'll be back at some point. I'll have staff again. So there is the finished package. So there's 6 in a package. All right, so the members only portion, we're going to do a huge draw. When we reach 150 paid members of the channel, the membership starts at $2. Hit the join button on your screen, go back to the main channel, and next to subscribe, you can see the join button, or you can follow the link in the video description. So we decided when we have 150 paid members of the channel, we're going to do this draw out of those first 150 founding members of the channel, and it'll be a random draw. We'll do it live because, why not? And you'll win this prize pack if you're the winner. So you get my book, which is From Zero to YouTuber. You'll get a set of coordinated Christmas placemats in Robert Kaufman fabric. We did a live for all of this stuff, so you can watch the lives and go back and see how we did it. We made this Christmas tea towel. This one was pretty interactive. The audience picked the button and picked the trim and picked the embroidery stitching on it. You'll get 2 sets of magnets. One we did the first time with Robert Kaufman fabric, so it's going to match your placemats, which is fun. And then today we've got black and white magnets that we made first thing today. There's a set of 6 of each of those. We've got a tube maker from Clover, which is very helpful when you make a jelly roll rug. And we have a live where we did a 20 strip jelly roll rug. And then we have 4 soup bowl cozies unsewn. We took a vote. The vote was they would prefer 4 unsewn soup bowl cozies than 2 sewn. So we put a package together for you guys. The tutorial's on my channel anyway, so you can go and watch that tutorial. And then we have over here, we have the FAF Quilters Kit. So it's 2 quilting rulers, a rotary cutter, rotary blades, 2 packs of FAF needles, and we've also got on the bottom side of this the FAF rotating cutting mat. So for $2 a month, you can join the channel, join in on the fun. We're going to grow this channel till it's massive, and we're going to do giveaways. We have members only content. We have members only discount codes for my digital products. You guys get early access to all my videos, and you get priority replies to comments for $2 a month. So please join the community if you can. Hit the join button. It's only $2, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to do fun things and support other makers while we're here. All right, so Steph is like, I think it should be 50 paid members. No, Steph, we're not changing the rules because we put all those videos out already, and we said it was 150, and then that's it. That's what we're doing. Okay, so sit down, Steph. Okay, so we're going to finish up the video here today, but I know a couple of you want to see the Home Stitchery Decor mascot dog, and she's asleep here under the table. So there she is, the cute little cinnamon dog having a nap. And she's got the twitches. Amazing. Okay, you guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here. And like I said, I'm going to go out for lunch with my girlfriend. We'll maybe be back in a few hours. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes. So we're going to end this live. And I hope you guys have an awesome day. Leave a bunch of hearts on the way out the door if you can. It helps the videos get seen. Anything that you do to participate in the channel really helps out. I really appreciate it. So have an awesome day. We'll see you guys later. Bye. Gotta turn this off. It's going to get awkward. Turn it around.